Hey y'all, it's Indigo here, coming at you with round 3. This is the final round of week 2, season 4 of the 3v3 Grand Arena Championships. Let's recap this round. I'll show you kind of how things went down. Take a look at the board here and show you what my opponent set. First, we're going to go look down south, and I'll show you what's down there. He's got some Night Sisters. He's got a Shock T-led clone team. And then he's got his MT-led Night Sisters down there on the bottom. So what I like it when I see fairly easy teams up front. Means I don't have to waste, Jedi Revan or any of my top meta counter teams to be able to see what's in the back. I think you should put your top meta teams in the front, make your opponent pay a heavy price to see what's back there. So first off, we'll just take the General Skywalker team. Mine's still 6 stars, so not good enough to really hold his own on defense yet, but definitely good enough to take out some Night Sisters. So I'll throw General Skywalker in there and let him, do his thing. The good thing about his lead is that they can't revive, so I don't have to worry about MT lead causing everyone to come back. Once you take them out, they're gone. So take them right out. Got 51 banners for my trouble there. Not too bad, and didn't have to burn anything too crazy good. The other Night Sister team will go ahead and use the First Order with Watt. This is a counter that works really well. I found out it works really well if they don't have Acolyte in there. As long as Acolyte's not part of the mix, you can go ahead and use this, and it'll be fine. Your crew needs to be modded for heavy protection, which is contrary to how you would mod him in general. If you're running basic First Order, you want your crew pretty healthy. All health sets, 6-dot mods. But with this, you really want a lot of protection, because with the taunting tech, every time he goes, he regains 30% protection. So you really don't want a huge health pool with barely any protection. So you want to mod him the opposite way on that. That's just something to think about. So right away, took out Asajj. Now I'm going after Spirit. This one threw me for a loop for a minute, because I thought Executioner would hit through Foresight with one of his attacks. And you can see that I kind of get hung up here, get stuck on Spirit with the constant Foresight. Can't punch through that, and I don't have enough, I don't have Xylo there throwing turn meter to everybody or using AoEs to knock that Foresight off. So every time it's Executioner's turn, he goes around and then there's Foresight in the way. So I'm stuck going after a zombie, which is a little bit of a pain. I mean, they're not going to do any damage enough to, kill my team or anything. But at the same time, I am watching the clock, because I don't want to get stuck behind zombies taunt or Foresight from Spirit. Those two things working together seem to be kind of a pain. You can see I tried basics, I tried specials. I really thought he hit through Foresight, but I guess not. Just gotta wait for the stars to line up where Foresight doesn't happen once and get a good hit on him then. I mean, one hit from Executioner will do it. We'll take him out. It's just a matter of getting it at the right time. You can see each time I go to hit Spirit, just knocks off the Foresight, and then that's it. So, I don't know. I'll have to go back, study the kits, I guess. Find out what's what, because I really did think that he hit through that. I don't remember being stuck in this area before. Seems a little new to me, so keep chugging away. Still got a couple minutes left on the clock. You can see I have to keep going after zombie, and he's got a nice, tanky, healthy zombie, which is what you want. Definitely slows you down, where it takes a couple of attacks to get through, kill zombie. That way zombie's not losing the 50 speed every time. You can see that maybe I could have gone straight after zombie and made that happen, where zombie doesn't move at all. But in this case, his zombie's still doing its thing, and I'm stuck going after between zombie and Spirit. So maybe you want to play it a little bit differently. I don't know. It still does work out, but you can see how long it's taken just going after spirit and dealing with the constant foresight. Finally here I was able to stun zombie, and his spirit didn't have any foresight, so I was able to take her out, and now it's just zombie left, so no big deal there. But it took all that time till a minute left on the clock to take them out, so watch out for that. That could be an issue. And was able to win, fairly easily after that. Got that done. We'll move on to the next one. If you guys aren't using this strategy, you should be. I know Malak is really good if you put him on defense with your Darth Revan, but if you keep him for offense, he can solo a lot of teams. And one of the, I guess, best uses, in my opinion, for him is to solo a clone team. And this one's Shaak Ti clones. They don't have enough damage. There's nothing they're going to do that's going to be strong enough to hurt him. So you can take him out solo, and since he's all health, if he finishes with, I think, greater than half of his health, it's going to count as full protection too. So you get those points. It'll be 56 banners by the time you get done. You can see after I took out Shaak Ti, it's no sweat to just take out the rest. You just wait on your drain lives, come up, knock out huge chunks of health, and done. 56 banners. So an easy win, and you didn't have to burn, any of your other teams. You're just separating out your DR team. Let's see what's in back, show you what he's got waiting back there for me. And he's got a Hux team. Look, he's got the new Sith Trooper. He's got a Dooku team with Nest, just a basic Karth team, and then a Newt team with Watt. Thankfully, it's understarred. He doesn't have Gear 13, Watt, or anything to deal with. I know that can be a pain. So now that I know what's in back there, let's go ahead and go back up top and start working on those. Let me show you what he's got. Some bounty hunters. He's got a tank timeout team. Got a Jango-led bounty hunter team, and then an Aura Singh-led bounty hunter team there. So he's got a lot of bounty hunters, and they're good because they have a lot of different leads you can utilize. But when you put them all together, it makes it easy for your opponent to kind of budget out his teams. So I got my DR leftovers. I'll throw those against this tank team since I separated Malak out already. And I like to run Bastilla Fallen in my EP team. That just leaves me with DR, HK, and then my Sith Marauder, which is good. They're going to punch through most teams, but they're not going to be able to take out a top DR team anymore without those key pieces. But they're absolutely overpowered for this tank team. So it's a good way to use your leftovers. And then I just picked the weakest bounty hunter team that he had, which was the Aura Singh team. Since there's no super speed or super defense on this team, just regular bounty hunters, I'll throw in my Imp Troopers, and they have enough damage to be able to knock them out for a quick and easy 54 banners. For his boss team, I'll go in with a C-3PO instead of CLS, and then Han and Chewie. That way C-3PO can at least give the exposes, kind of help out there. He calls them mass assists with his special. So I figure all that'll help to get these bounty hunters down fast. With the Bosk lead, they've got that extra tankiness, and you want to be able to get them down right away, not get stuck behind Bosk's taunt. And so that's what this team is good for. But if you throw C-3PO in there, it allows you to save CLS in case you want to run him in a different team, with somebody else. Just gives you a little bit of options. So right here, I do that. I'll go against his Jango team, and I'll take my CLS, who's Relic 7, my R2, who's got some relics, and then Old Ben, I think, is Relic 3. So I get a pretty stout Rebel team here. And since I saved CLS lead, I'm able to put them under it and take out his Jango bounty hunters, no problem at all. And so that's what I do. I got Django stunned over there. He's the last one standing. Just got to get him out of there and call it good. Heal up a little bit and take him out. Trying to see if I could heal up any more, but there was nothing I can really do. So 51 banners for that. I didn't know if it would come down to efficiency or what, but I think 51's reasonable. Don't really want to go any lower than that. So let's go back to the back zone back there and take out his remaining teams. I've got a lot of good stuff left, so I should be fine to take these out. It's just a matter of what I want to use for what. So we'll take Kira Nest and Hermit Yoda against this Newt Watt team. I think it's Sunfac or Poggle, one of the Geos over there. He's not taunting, so it can't be Sunfac. Might be Poggle. But it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter if he was, because Nest gets the job done. For any of you guys that don't use this already, a Gear 13 High Relic Nest, especially if you throw a bunch of tenacity on her, is going to be able to cut through the vast majority of teams in 3v3, even solo, without even using the Kira lead or Hermit Yoda as a support. Nest can just go in there and just kind of auto or guided auto the 3-man team and take them out if they don't have any major mechanic like an irresistible stun or, some highly potent daze. Those are pretty much the only things that shut her down. Extortion really doesn't do a whole lot to her. You can see I took out Watt. I just got the Geo and Newt left. They both have techs on them, but the techs aren't really doing them any favors. And so I didn't think about it at the time, but I probably could have just thrown Nest in here alone without Kira and Hermit Yoda, and then I wouldn't have lost the extra banners that happens when your characters die off. You don't really score too well if you end up losing both of your supported characters. And I didn't think of that at the time. I didn't think it would come down to, a banner match. But in the interest of testing, I really should have thrown just Nest in here to see what she can do, make sure she can handle it. Because I'll want to be using her from here on out solo. There's no need to waste Hermit Yoda if I can throw Nest in here just by herself. As you can see, when she wins on her with the other two and they die off, I only got 47 banners for that one. So not the best in the world, but got it done. Now I'm going up against his Nest team. He's got Dooku there and Droideka. So I just took my Traya team. You normally wouldn't use this. You'd use them against Geos or something, but I happen to have them since he didn't set any of that for me to worry about. And Darth Malak is going to be a surefire killer against that Nest. So no need to take chances there. I'm just trying to land a daze when I can because the counterattacks are annoying. So got to be careful about that. Got my Held by Hatred off on Scion there. Trying to take out Dooku while I can get him gone before he tries anything funny. And then I just got to worry about Droideka and Nest. And again, trying to throw a daze on there just when I get the chance, because Nest damage will ramp up and take out Traya eventually. She's probably my squishiest one, even though she is Gear 13 Relic 1, I think. Working on Droideka while he didn't have the buffs and all that. Finally got Annihilate up, so take out Nest there. Now it should be easy. Just take out Droideka here. And there we go. Took him out, got 51 banners. It seems to be my average for this round is like 51 across the board. Everything's 51. So here's a Hux team. He had him at Gear 12. all, the new characters and all. And I hadn't really gone against him or anything, but I don't think he had the Zeta on Hux. Not that it really mattered. Going against it with Jedi Revan and Yoda and Jolie, and all of them have decent relics on them, I don't think his First Order was going to stand a chance to that. So, not the best, strategy, because I'm burning a high-level team on him. But if you got him on the bench, you might as well use him. And then here, I got his Karth team. I use my EP with Bastilla Fallen and then Thrawn. Normally, I'd use like EP Vader and then one of those two, whoever I happen to have left. But since I had them both left, I just left Vader on the bench and put them in. That way I'd have a little bit more control with Thrawn with his fracture and being able to top up protection and throw some turn meter where I need it. And of course, you've heard me say before that Bastilla Fallen, she turbocharges this team. The amount of debuffs that she can lay down is just crazy. And so it's going to constantly feed turn meter to my team and make it so the enemy team never really gets to go. And so that's what I'm doing now, just taking them out one by one. Just got Zalbar left to deal with, and he's stunned, fractured, debuffed. I just threw it on auto there, and you can see how tanky he is and how long it takes to get through because he's so tanky. And this is auto, and they're just going to work as fast as they can. Look at that. It's just ridiculous. So I could see how this could be kind of a timeout issue, but not for auto and not for these guys. Look at that. They're just tearing through them. Still took a minute, but 54 banners, so no complaints, I guess. That's all of his ground squads, so took all them out. And for the fleet, he's just got a Rebel Falcon fleet there. And that shouldn't be too big a deal because I got Negotiator to take that out. So there we go. I was able to get 60 banners from my Negotiator against his Falcon fleet. And that's pretty good for me. Honestly, I get 50-something. So that was the best I could do. Took him out, cleared the board, one-shot everything. So I think I set a pretty high bar. I got 2460 on my side. And we'll wait and see what he does, if he attacks or whatever. And I think I have a screenshot of that here. Let me show you guys how it went down on his end. Okay, I must not have taken a screenshot of the board after he did his thing. But he was able to clear almost everything except for one team in the back that he got stuck on. So without him clearing that, that was a win for me. And I took first for our group for that round. So that's it for that round. And we'll see you guys here in another day or so when we do the first round of the next week. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.